Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. I thought today we would start off by moving these pallets of sunflower oil because they've been here for a few episodes now and nobody's moved them. They could go straight into the production of mayonnaise because it's a separate production basically from the canola mayonnaise production, so we could have two different mayonnaise productions running side by side with these. So it makes sense to put them in now. They're obviously still spawning, there's quite a few. I think we can only lift two at a time though. What I'll do, rather than going two at a time all the way to the mayonnaise production, I'll put them on this trailer here. We will be needing this trailer today for moving the bales, unless we buy an AUTOSTACKER. That is another option. But if not, we will need this trailer. I'm kind of tempted by the autostacker because we have been doing quite a lot of baling recently, and it would speed the job up moving all these bales with an autostacker, but obviously I don't mind moving them by hand. Daggerwin not so keen on moving them by hand, so I don't know. We'll have to see what we decide actually on that. But yeah, possibly it is the right time to buy one. Obviously we are still saving up for the olive harvester and various other things, but if we do go for the autostacker, it would probably be a good idea. I don't know, we'll have to see on that. But for now I'll just continue moving these pallets and then we'll take them to the mayonnaise production. Okay, that's the pallets loaded onto the trailer. Just drop that one and move them to the mayonnaise production. Did just ask Daggerwin whether he wanted to get an autostacker to move the bales, and he did want to, so not surprisingly perhaps. So I should think he will buy that, if not I will buy it. But first of all I'm going to move these, like I said, to the mayonnaise, and then we can start the sunflower mayonnaise production. Not an awful lot, not quite as many as I was expecting, but I think it was only quite a small field of sunflowers we harvested, so I'm not really too surprised that there's not that many pallets. Not as many as the canola oil anyway. But it's all extra, and the price that the mayonnaise is, it's going to be worth it anyway. We're still going to get a lot more for them as mayonnaise than what we would if we just sold them as pallets of oil. So I think that huge £50,000 decrease was the purchase of the autostacker. So yeah, we are going to do it with that. It will save a lot of time, and as the farm continues to grow, it probably is best to use that rather than doing it all manually. Even though I do like doing manual stacking, it's still fun, but probably now we've got more land and stuff, it's probably best to go with a bigger, or not bigger, but sort of more efficient way of doing it. Right, so let's have a look at productions, and we can start the mayonnaise, activate, there we go. So materials missing, what's it missing? Oh, wrong one, silly me, yep, there we go. I started the olive oil one rather than the sunflower oil. There we go, so yeah, that's going to work now. Could do with a bit more canola oil pallets, we've got a few of them, and it looks like Daggerwin's already put some eggs in, so that's going to continue to work for the rest of this episode probably, or at least some of it. Oh, I also checked the price of the furniture. I keep getting messages saying, why do you never sell the furniture? It's because we're waiting for the best price, which is in July. I just checked that, and July is the best price for selling the furniture, so the reason we don't do a lot with the furniture is because it just basically sits there producing pallets, and then once the price is at its best we'll sell them, which will be in July. If we sell them now, all we're doing is just throwing money away really, because we could get a lot more for them if we waited. So yeah, that's why. Well, Daggerwin won't need my help to do that because that's a one-person job now. Obviously if we were doing both of us doing it onto a trailer, it would be essential that we both help, but because he's Oops, this isn't going well. I should be using the pallet port really, but I think Daggerwin's got that on. Pretty sure he had anyway. Yeah, so because he's using that, there's no point in me helping, so I'll just wait for him to clear an area and then we can start drilling it. We've still got the sort of tandem drills over there, so that we can use them for that field. They are a bit wider, or we could also use our new drill. Oh, and we've got our new tractor to use actually, so maybe I could do that. I'll have a go on the new tractor. While Daggerwin's moving the bales, we can start drilling with the new tractor. That'd be fun. So yeah, I'm just sort of doing these pallets until they're full. I'll put a full pallet in rather than taking little half pallets around. I'll just take one full one and hopefully that'll fill it. It's not the easiest with these bale spikes. You shouldn't really be using a bale spike for pallets, but it's all that seems to be available at the moment. Right, so even if this doesn't fit it, I think I'll just leave it there because we don't want to spend all episode just moving pallets around. You know, that's taken all of that one, but we can probably move more later on or another time. It's not like it's desperate. So, yeah, next job I will jump into this new tractor. And we can have a go on that. So I'm not sure which drill to use. Probably is easier to use the new one because it's right here and I do prefer it. But maybe Daggerwin will help with the other drills, if not. He'll probably do the rolling, I'm not sure, when he's finished moving the bales. I also need to have a look to see what crop we're going to do next. We're a little bit low on fertilizer. I don't know if we've got any here. There might be some over in the other field actually I saw. Just seed here by the looks of it. We'll fill the seed though. Otherwise it's not too far to go to the shop, and as this is a nice folding drill, we can drive it down there. We don't have to bring the pallets or the bags to it. We can actually drive down to the shop easily. So I'll unfold and then we'll have a look what we're going to do. I think actually canola is probably the best one because we haven't done canola, or much canola recently. We've got one small canola field that I drilled in a few episodes ago, but we want to keep enough oil production going for the mayonnaise. Just see what other crops we've got here. In the ground at the moment. That was previously oats, so we won't do oats. We've got soybeans, not very big soybean field. We've got canola and sunflowers there. So with this drill, that would leave well more canola, sorghum, barley, and wheat. So I don't think we'll do wheat. I think it was wheat previously to the oats. So it's been wheat recently, and it's also quite a big field to do wheat on. We don't really need such a big field of wheat. Canola is the obvious one actually. Oh, we could do soybeans. What month is it? March. So soybean price is best in June, I think. So if we do soybeans, we're going to miss the best price. I don't think it'll be ready that quickly. I would have thought it'd be ready about July, August time. So it's going to be dropping by the time we harvest it. Whereas the canola we can harvest, it doesn't matter about the price on that because we're going to be making mayonnaise with that. So I think we'll do canola. I think we'll do canola, like I said. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so this is going to be a fairly slow job even with this new drill, but it's actually narrower than the old drill, so yeah, it's going to take a while, but at least we've got a nice powerful tractor to pull it. Although, like I did say in the previous episode, I'm not that keen on these articulated tractors. It makes them quite, well, not as manoeuvrable somehow, I don't know. I prefer a rigid tractor with a drill, but it's doable, just not my preferred type of tractor. So anyway, yep, I will get on with this. Strangely, it's not taking fertilizer. You'd have thought canola would take fertilizer. Why is it not doing that? Oh, I know why. I know why. We haven't done the soil sampling. Maybe we should do that, actually, before we start drilling. Let's do that. So Daggerwin's just sold the first load of bales there, I just saw. We've jumped into this tractor now, and I will get the soil sampler on. It does need to be done. I do remember that now. From when last episode I looked at the field maps, and I could see that one needed doing. Because what we're doing there is not doing the optimum fertilizer, which means it's going to reduce the yield. So yeah, let's get this field re-soil sampled and then we'll get a better yield when we harvest it. Whilst the headland's done, I've just put it on a helper just to see what happens. I'd rather not do the entire field on my own. It'd be helpful if the helper will do it. Just going to see if it can turn around. Not the most intelligent always, but we'll see. So far so good. Although there is a tree there which could get in the way. Obviously I'm going to have to finish this little triangle here that it's missed. It will also need some more fertilizer, but I'm just seeing if it will do it, just so I can start rolling, or maybe you can get the other drills and do that. It's managed to turn around, so yeah, it looks like it should work. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to do that triangle. Oh, and it's also going to leave a line for no reason. I really hope in the new game, FS22, I really hope they improve the helpers, because they are not that good. See, why is it missing that? There's absolutely no reason for it to miss that. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm sure everybody else thinks the same though. I think there's obviously a lot of criticism of the way helpers operate. They're definitely getting better, obviously, if you look back to the older games, and yeah, they have improved, but they really do not necessarily work as well as they should. Turning around needs to be more efficient, and they do always miss bits like that. Well, not always, but a lot of the time they can miss bits. It's very odd, I don't know why it would do that. I think I will jump on the other, where is it, the Ultra? That one. Yep. This is the one that Daggerwin's been doing with the autostacker, so I'll jump on this and I will get probably the other drills and help with the drilling, I think. And then possibly Daggerwin will do the rolling. So I'll drop this off and then pick up we've got a pallet fork on, we will need to bring some more fertilizer, I thought, to the field, so need a rear weight ideally. I think there's one over here. And I'll bring some more fertilizer bags up, because the other drill will need the fertilizer as well actually, so it makes sense to bring a few fertilizer bags. It's just whether or not we've got a rear weight somewhere, because that will be definitely needed for the fertilizer, it's quite heavy. So we've got one bag of fertilizer there. I did fill up the other drill, but it's using it very quickly with the canola, so yes, we have got one. So yeah, I'll bring some fertilizer, unless Daggerwin's already doing that. He's down at the shop, so I don't know. He's been doing, oh no, he's doing lime spring, isn't he? So he's probably run out of lime. Yeah, he's doing the lime, so yeah, I will bring some fertilizer bags. And I don't know how many we'll need, but how I can lift actually, probably only 2 at a time. I seem to remember this tractor can only lift 2, so it could take a bit of time, but I'll bring them up here and then got a supply for the future when we need them. Just buy a few first and then see how many we can lift. I don't think we're going to be able to lift 4 at a time. I think the tractor won't be heavy enough for that, but 2 at a time would be something. I'll buy 4 and just see if we can lift them. I don't think we will, I'm almost certain we won't. Use sails, there is a tractor, but not really. It's only a medium tractor, so yeah, we'll let do that. Okay, bags, fertilizer, buy 4. I guess 7,000 for 4. It's so expensive. And see if we can lift them. I'm almost certain we won't. Let's just give it a go. Okay, lift 3. I'm pretty sure we won't with 4. Oh yeah. Just very, very just. It's right on the limit. I think we just might manage that. I know you're not supposed to have it up in the air. I'm trying to bring the centre of balance back towards the back of the tractor a bit, rather than all at the front. Obviously you wouldn't do this in real life, have them up so high, but I'm not going to be driving anyway. I'm thinking I seem to find with Farming Simulator, if you lift them up higher, it reduces the weight on the front and brings it further back towards the middle of the tractor. I never would have guessed that you could lift 4 bags with this tractor and rear weight on. Quite pleased with that. I'm sure I've tried it before and it can only lift 2. Unless maybe then I didn't have the rear weight on, I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, that's very good. So I might go and get another 4, since it's this easy. That's just 2 trips down to the shop. I'll put them by the field so that we can refill the drills and not to bring them all the way down here. I may or may not use the other drills actually, it depends how well the helper gets on with the other one. It will be slow because it takes a long time for it to turn around. But I'm most concerned about the fact that it's missing bits, which I don't like. It's going to look very messy. And I'll put them, where should I put them? Here, I suppose. And they should be fairly easy to get at. Going back for another load and then we'll do whatever, I'm not sure yet. We'll see what we're going to do next. Probably drilling. Oh, Daggerwin's rolling, so yeah, that rules out the rolling then. So maybe a bit of lag there. Yep, so I'll probably get on the drills, the other drills, and start with that. go, that's the drilling complete. And that actually, once you've got 2 sets of drills on the go, that's got the job done quite quickly. Don't reverse into me, please. Oh dear. Yeah, well, I'll give it some credit. It didn't miss too much actually. Once it did that first breed, it didn't actually miss any more, I don't think, so that was alright. Although it has missed this little bit here, which I will just finish off. But yeah, like I was saying, the workers, they do need a bit of work, a bit of fixing, but I might miss that bit. There's a bit of a dip there or something. But yeah, that's the field complete now. And I'll take this back to the yard, I think. Won't be needed again today, so I can go back to the yard, and then the other one I'll put away as well once I've done this. Try and keep everything as neat as possible, and then we'll move on to the next thing if there's time. So I'm not sure what we'll be doing. Probably to a few more trees, I should think, or maybe move a few more of these pallets. Which shed did this come out of? I think it will fit there next to the sprayer. Actually, we'll need spraying as well, which is whether or not we get this see and spray edition for the sprayer. If we do get that, we won't be able to spray it until the crop has germinated. This is when having an articulated tractor becomes more tricky as well. Doing any manoeuvres like this, reversing especially, it's not as easy as doing it with a rigid tractor. There we go. So the tractor came from over here, so I'll put it back here. I could put it in the shed, although that's where the rolls came from, I think, so I'll leave that open. I'll keep the tractor here somewhere. I'll do. Just there. Right, okay, so let's jump across back to my tractor again, and we'll put these drills away, or as much as away as they can go, which is just basically parking them behind the silo. And then, yeah, that'll be it for the drilling. So having more equipment on the job definitely makes the job quicker. It's fairly obvious, but yeah, it does. That didn't take anywhere near as long as it did last time. Let's drop the drills about there. There we go. I think we did it all as canola as well. I don't think we managed to mess up that time, which is good. Daggerwin is still rolling, so yeah, I definitely need to go and do something else. I think doing the wood would be a good idea, because I know Daggerwin is keen to get that area cleared, and it's always nice to do a few logs every day. It'll only be one load, I should think, but every little bit helps, doesn't it, as you go along. Keep on top of it, and eventually we'll have all the trees cleared, and that area can be used for something else. I'm looking for somewhere to drop the pallet fork. Not many gaps, so I'll put it over here. It's a bit more open. There we go, it can go there. And then we'll head over to the forest area, which is obviously over the other side of that field. I think we're probably time-lapse doing a bit of logging work. Again, it's not something you want to watch in full real time, so it makes sense to do another time-lapse now. And probably get a full trailer loaded up today and get that sold at the sawmill. So now in the bank we've got 220,000. That's obviously been going up a little bit as we've been working because the mayonnaise production's on auto sell, so there's a bit of money coming in. But I don't know how much we've got for the bales. I never really looked in total for the bales. I saw him sell a few, but I didn't see exactly what the figure was. But I think it would have been alright, a decent amount. Not the best price in the world, because it's the best prices in the winter, and it's currently March, so it's not quite as good as it would have been in the winter, but it should still have been a reasonable amount. Anyway, yeah, I'll get on with logging now. I'll get that sold once I've got the trailer loaded up. there goes Daggerwin with the load, so hopefully he doesn't tip it over this time. I think so far his track record of taking the loads is he's tipped both over. Out of the two that he's taken in this series, both of them have gone over. One went over almost straight away up at the other forest that we were clearing, and the other one, if you watched, was it 2 episodes ago now? It went over. He got almost there in the video. He was right at the sell point, and he said, "Well, here we are, we've made it," and then without tipping over, and then it immediately went over, which is pretty hilarious actually. Yeah, people were saying, "I wonder why Daggerwin took so long to sell that load." In my video, because obviously my video went out a bit before his, and then when you watch Daggerwin's video, you find out that the reason he was so long is because he spent half of the time trying to lift the trailer back out. Poor Daggerwin. He doesn't have the best luck with trailers. But these, yeah, to be fair, these wood trailers are a bit unstable if you overload them, so you've got to be a bit careful with them. Anyway, I will just get a few more stumps removed, and that will probably be the end of today's video, I think. We've been going for quite a while now, so got quite a lot done as well. Managed to get our biggest field re-drilled and all the bales cleared. I think if we hadn't bought the AUTOSTACKER, it would have taken a lot longer to clear the bales than it would have done, definitely, because we would have been doing it manually. So this is a worthwhile investment, and as the money does allow, it probably makes sense to buy it, which we did. Just means that it's going to take us a little bit longer to get the olive harvester. And then Daggerwin mentioned getting some rolls, bigger rolls, but if he does that, obviously he didn't tip over today, he's managed to sell it, no problem, so that's good. Yeah, so if he does buy the bigger rolls, they're quite expensive actually, they're at 100 and something thousand, so that would really push back the olive harvester purchase. So I think we definitely probably made the right decision by not buying the rolls today. But yeah, other than that, it's been a good episode. So I'll just finish removing these stumps and then that'll be it for today, I think. Okay, so that's all the stumps just removed there, just to quickly get that off camera because it was a quick job there, so didn't really need to see that. Daggerwin just got back through the trailer and he's just started loading logs again. I think he's going to load the ones that are already on the ground. I wouldn't have thought there's much point taking another full load today. I don't know really, I'll probably ask him, but it's just really that one left and that'll be it. So I'll probably just cut a couple of small trees and then so you can load the small ones manually by hand. You don't have to use a front loader for the small ones. You can lift them, they're not very heavy, so I like to do these ones, and Daggerwin usually does the big ones. I think the way we've got it working now, I know a lot of people have commented on the fact that having both of us loading the trailer and cutting trees is a bit inefficient, so if you have one person on the ground cutting the trees and the other person loading, I think that is the best way of doing it. That always keeps somebody moving and we're not getting in each other's way on the tractors, because that's what I found when we were both loading. One of us went to the trailer to load and then the other one was sat there waiting for the person loading the trailer to move out of the way to get in to put their log on the trailer. So yeah, it wasn't very efficient, so this is the better way of doing it. It's having one person permanently cutting and then the other person loading. The only downside of this, if you do it in real time, you can hear all the mouse clicking, so clicking is quite loud, so it's not so good. No real way of avoiding that though. So I'll just see if Daggerwin wants to do another full load or whether we're just going to finish it there. I'm not sure. I'll just have a quick word with him and see what he says once I've got this log on the trailer. Some of them don't like to go on. It looks like he's cutting more, so I'll just see. Okay, so yeah, Daggerwin said he will finish there, so that's fine. That's kind of what I thought, because it's getting a bit late in the day now. It's going slightly dark, 4:30 in the afternoon, so seems like a reasonable time to finish. Yeah, Daggerwin's just finished now, so yeah, we'll leave it there. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.